ABC24 This Week starts right now.
Thank you for joining us on ABC24 This Week. I am your host, Pepper Baker. You are here for the real stories behind the big stories, and I hope you'll continue to join us every Sunday at 9 a.m., 10:35 p.m., or by streaming 24+. We are changing up the dynamic of the show a little bit this week, so let's get to the guests. As always, ABC24 political analyst Otis Sanford. We have Whitehaven Republicans Club President Melanie Mosley, and we also have the Republican Party of Shelby County consultant Lane Provine, familiar face always, and a new face to the show, so thank you, Melanie, for being here. All right, let's get to the topics. Tennessee congressional redistricting, from District 9's incumbent dropping out to the lawsuits hitting a roadblock. We will discuss the road ahead for the new congressional map. Then Tennessee House Speaker Cameron Sexton removed Democratic caucus members from committees and subcommittees. And then lastly, we will unpack two officer-involved shootings in Memphis, one where an MPD officer was shot and another where a federal agent shot and killed a suspect, plus why the Memphis Safe Task Force is facing a lawsuit. And we will also add in a tribute to two huge legends in Memphis, sadly passing away this week. But let's get back to number one. Incumbent District 9 Congressman Steve Cohen, who has represented the state's only Democratic and majority black congressional district for 20 years, is dropping out of the race. He came to the decision after Tennessee Republicans succeeded in redistricting the congressional map, dismantling the only majority-minority District 9, which means Shelby County is now split into three districts, 5, 8, and 9. A judge denied an emergency request by Tennessee Democrats and the ACLU to stop Tennessee's new congressional map, which means the redrawn districts will stay in place for now. Now, here are some words from Congressman Cohen's announcement.
This is by far the most difficult moment I've had as an elected official. I signed a paper that I will send to Nashville for noon Central Time as the deadline, stating that I did request not to be on the ballot, which otherwise, if I didn't make the statement, they would keep me on the ballot in the 9th District. And the 9th District that they have under this new lines is nothing like the 9th District that I've represented. These districts were drawn to beat me. They were drawn to defeat me. And I can't represent counties all the way to Williamson County that have nothing in common with Memphis. And Memphis is that's my Jones. It's Memphis, and I get things from Memphis. And if the courts will give 2 more years to the district to be the old District 9 that I've represented, it's Memphis. I will run for that office. That's the office I've been elected to for 20 years. It's the office that is the perfect office for me.
All right, and Tennessee State Senator Ramesh Akbari gave touching remarks about Cohen on Facebook, saying in part, today Tennessee loses one of its fiercest champions for Memphis and one of the most consequential public servants our state has ever known. While I deeply disagree with the unfair redistricting process that led to this moment, nothing can erase Congressman Cohen's legacy of service, advocacy, and love for Memphis, our city, and our state. And they are better because of him. All right, so Otis, I'm going to have you open it up here. Cohen was gung-ho about his re-election up until the maps were redrawn. We had him in on a one-on-one here about his campaign. Are you surprised to see him drop out?
I'm not surprised under the circumstances to see him drop out. I mean, I think he said it clearly there. I mean, he can't effectively represent the district the way it's drawn now, all the way to Williamson County. And you saw the sort of somberness in his voice and in his demeanor there. I mean, this is a seismic announcement for someone who has been in public life for 47 years and has been in Congress for almost 20 years. I just think it's a shame that he was forced to bow out this way rather than going out on his own terms. And the reason is because of, and I'm just going to say it, Republican greed here, to go after a district when they already have 8 out of the 9. And it's really not going to change a whole lot because the projections are the Democrats are still going to take Congress. So I just think that it's a shame that he has to bow out this way.
Lane, I want to ask you, there was a quick mention in his announcement about Brent Taylor, and it wasn't the nicest thing that was said about him. But Brent Taylor, we know, is in District 9, and when I talked to him this week, he said he had always been in District 9, but Cohen and Justin Pearson, conveniently, are no longer. Do you think Brent Taylor had any factor into Cohen's decision today?
Well, first of all, I went through an entire box of Kleenex earlier after I heard about Steve Cohen dropping out of this race. So it's been a difficult few hours here. But no, look, the legislature drew these maps. This was a collaborative effort of the state House and the state Senate, and Senator Taylor was not the one sitting there and drawing this map at all. He's always been in District 9. He's lived in the Cohen district for I guess over a decade now. So he didn't have any role in this at all.
Are you surprised to see Cohen bow out?
Not really. I question his ability to win the Democratic primary all along. And now you look at this, it's a perfect opportunity for him to save face. He doesn't have to go through a primary that I think he probably would have lost. That's setting aside the general election. I don't think he was going to make it through the primary. So here he can bow out a winner, and he can leave the campaign now and enjoy his retirement. So I'm not at all surprised that he chose to retire.
Okay, Melanie, I want you to give your take on just this huge developing news today.
Kind of like Lane was saying, I'm not surprised that he bowed out. I didn't think he was going to win the primary, but I think there is time for new leadership in District 9, and I look forward to, because the Republicans will take the seat. So I look forward to new leadership, but I wish him well, but I just don't think that we were properly represented by him anyway, so, good retirement.
Okay.
Well, I think both of y'all are underestimating his ability to have won this absent what the Republican-controlled legislature did. It wasn't the full legislature. It was the supermajority who pulled a fast one here. But Steve Cohen has showed nothing but resilience throughout his time in the Congress. He defeated a very popular mayor, Mayor Harrington, and anybody else who came along, it wasn't even close. He had 70 to 75 to 80% of the vote. So I just think you all were shortchanging him, even though he had a formidable candidate this time.
He had never faced a Justin Pearson, though, before. He had faced Willie Harrington, I think, after his service as mayor.
Well, but he
wasn't at the point that Justin Pearson is at in his career.
Well, but he has faced a lot of tough, supposedly tough opponents over the years. I just think we're giving him a little bit of short change here about whether he could have won this.
I don't think he could have won. I don't.
Do you think that this does clear the path a little bit more for State Senator Brent Taylor? Even
no,
though I know
I
primaries.
do not.
No, I don't think it has much impact on that side. This just changes the math in terms of who is going to be the Democrat nominee. I view this race as a likely Taylor-Pearson race come the autumn. Now, obviously, they each have primaries and they have several opponents, but I think this is going to be a Taylor-Pearson race. And in this district, I would give Senator Taylor a really good chance of winning.
I think you're sleeping on somebody else here. And we were going to talk about the candidates here, so maybe we ought to jump into that. Let's not sleep on London Lamar here. London Lamar has been in the legislature. She's been able to get some things done despite being in the super minority here. And I'm hearing that Steve Cohen is likely to support her. And she's likely to also get some other pretty heavy-hitting support from well-known Democrats. It's going to be a tough haul for her in both the primary and the general, but let's not count out London Lamar here.
And speaking of that, let's add another minute to this segment so that we can run through some of those districts. We have full screens of them. We'll start with District 5 because that's the order we had it in. So District 5 is seeing quite a few candidates from Memphis. I was counting up about 6, I believe. And we have some notable names, Councilwoman Yolanda Cooper Sutton, Devonte Hill, this is on the Democratic side, Devonte Hill, who was previously running for District 9, now switching to District 5, and then incumbent on the Republican side, Andy Ogles. So we'll touch on that in a second. Let me run through District 8 as well. So that one has incumbent David Kustoff, Republican congressman currently now. And then there's also Heidi Kuhn, who just got done with her mayoral candidacy, Democratic side there. And then on District 9, as we just explained, Cohen's no longer in the race, but you do have State Representative Justin J. Pearson, State Senator London Lamar, and State Senator Brent Taylor. Those are the notable names. So we're flashing all of those. But yes, any of the races y'all want to touch on as far as what you think will be maybe most contested?
I think District 5 may be contested, seeing that the City Councilwoman Yolanda Cooper Sutton is running. Andy Ogles is the incumbent, but a lot of times it's hard to beat the incumbent. So that's going to be an interesting race, and we have been pushed over into District 5. So, but I think he has a platform that can get him into back into the congressman's seat.
Do you guys expect him to come make a stop over here?
He's going to make a stop over here.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
he is.
Okay.
I think District 5, you're looking at a competitive primary on the Republican side between Congressman Ogles and Charlie Hatcher, who is the former state agriculture commissioner. And then on the Democrat side, you may be looking at a competitive primary. Chaz Mulder is the mayor of Columbia. He has a $1,400,000 in his campaign account. Yolanda Cooper Sutton sits on the Memphis City Council, and she's going to have a giant name ID advantage here. You look at a district like this, the Democrat primary vote is not really spread across the district. It is more concentrated in certain areas, and although she will be significantly outspent by Mulder, she's going to have a big name ID advantage here in Shelby County. So I think both of those primaries are going to be interesting to watch on the in the District 5 seat.
Yeah, it's good context there. Otis, you have the last word on this.
Well, I think the District 5 seat is clearly going to be the one that I'm going to be watching even more so, because Andy Ogles is a toxic candidate here. He's an incumbent with so much scandal involving finances and just investigations. I mean, he is the weakest of all of the Republican candidates here. Chaz Mulder, I think, has a great chance, despite Memphis being sort of the in the district now. I think if he spends money to campaign here, it's not a given that Ms. Sutton is going to win this district. You know, she's had some controversy on the city council. So I think it's going to be a question of who's winnable, who can win this district in November. And I think Chaz Mulder, we need to pay more attention to him, because I think he will give Andy Ogles a real run for his money, and I think he'll be the nominee.
Okay, all right, more to come from that conversation, but we'll put a pin in it for now. When we come back, House Speaker Cameron Sexton made a very big decision as far as Democrat involvement in committees and subcommittees. We'll get into it. Stay with us.